guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Promoted Sandra. So if this is the first time you are coming across this channel, thank you very much for stopping by. And if you are a returning subscriber, hello, thank you very much for coming back. So this channel is all about fashion, beauty, lifestyle and skincare. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I made this beautiful top. This is an Under Bust corset top, and it is very easy to sew, though not that really easy. Okay, so I already have a video on how I drafted this top. If you've not watched that video, go and watch it, because in this video I'm going to be showing you how I joined everything together. That means how I sew the dress. Okay, to make this beautiful corset top, what you need is 1 yard. This is not even up to 1 yard, half yard of Ankara. Okay, this is basically an Ankara fabric. So then for the chiffon, you need like 2 yards. Just purchase 2 yards. Please, if you end up enjoying my videos, in fact, do well to join the family by clicking the subscribe button. So before I continue, I want to appreciate you guys for liking, viewing, commenting and subscribing to my channel. This really means a lot to me. And don't also forget, I upload sewing tutorials on Facebook as well. So in case you're interested in watching my videos on Facebook, I'm going to be leaving the link to my Facebook page at the description section. So without further ado, let us dive into this video. So guys, I've gone ahead to cut out the pieces for the front and the back side, which is the Ankara fabric, and I went ahead to add sewing allowance to join each of these pieces together, as you can see in this video. So this is for the back and front. I also went ahead to cut out same for the lining. Okay, so I also added sewing allowance. So I also went ahead to cut out the pieces for the cup, which is the upper part of the dress, and also for the back as well. I went ahead to add sewing allowance for the down, for the side, to join the linings together. So I cut out 2 pieces each for the white. I'm going to be using one as lining, the other one is going to be the one facing the front. So I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say. So I cut out 2 pieces each. I'm going to be joining it together. Then what I'm going to be doing is to remove the pin from the pattern paper, and then I'll go ahead to start joining it together. So this is the front pieces, as you can see. I'll go ahead to join it together, as you can see me doing. I will pin it down, then I will also pin the other side. Then once I'm done pinning it down, I will take it to my sewing machine to sew it, just like as you can see. So I'm also going to be doing the same thing for the back. So I'm going to introduce my pattern paper just to be sure that I'm placing it the right way, okay, so that I don't end up joining the wrong parts together. So now that I was done getting the right parts, I'll just go ahead to join it together. I use my pin to pin it down. I'm going to be doing same for the other side of the back. So when you're pinning it down, make sure the right side are both facing each other. Okay, the right side must be facing each other. Then I'll go ahead to sew it. I will take it to my sewing machine right now to sew it together, just like as you can see me doing. I will do the same thing for the front, as you can see. So I've gone ahead to join it. This is how it look like. I went ahead to press it, and this is how it look like, okay, as you can see. So once I was done joining the pieces together, I will also do the same thing for the lining. Okay, but for the lining, I went ahead to gum cloth stain on it. I don't know what you guys call it, but we call it cloth stain. I went ahead to gum it on it to make it a little bit hard. Then I did the same thing for the back as well, as you can see. So this is it. I went ahead to iron it out. Please make sure you iron it to have that firm look. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be inserting bonnet on this dress, both for the back and the front. I'm going to be hiding the bonnet. I'm going to be adding the bonnet at the back and not at the front, as you can see. So I went ahead to pin down the boba bias. I use boba bias on this. So if you don't have boba bias, you can make use of anything. You can just cut out the pieces and fold it, iron it and sew it on it. So guys, please take note of this. I want the bonnet to be invisible. Okay, so I'm going to be adding the bonnet at the rough side, which is the back side of the dress, while the front side is going to be plain. So let me just display a picture so that you understand what I'm saying. If you check the front side of this dress, you are going to see that it's not displaying this white boba bias that I added. Why? Because the boba bias was added at the back side. So you guys understand. So this is the back side of the dress. This is not the front side. I'm adding it at the back side. I just want you guys to understand. But if you want to add yours at the front, that's fine. You can add it at the front. But for me, I just want it to be at the back, okay, and not the front. I'm just going to take it to my sewing machine and sew it, as you can see. So once I'm done sewing it, I will start inserting. So Guys, now that I'm done sewing it, I'm just going to go ahead to measure my bonnet and cut it out and insert it on it, as you can see me doing. So I'm going to leave some space at the down. When inserting my bonnet, I'm going to leave some space. The bonnet will not get to the end, so that I'll be able to join the dress to the down part. I don't know if you guys are getting what I'm saying. The bonnet is going to be shorter than the actual length on the fabric. So now that I was done joining it together, this is how it look like. It's going to be bent because, you know, it's like a rubber. So once I was done ironing the fabric, this is how it look like. It's now straight. So do same. It's very important to iron. So now that I'm done ironing, the next thing I'm going to be doing is to take the upper part of this the upper part, which is the cup, to my sewing machine and sew it round, as you can see. So I have two pieces. Remember I said I cut out two pieces each. So one is going to be serving as the lining and the other one is going to be serving as the frontal part of the fabric. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to take my tape and measure my cup, my under bust cup, as you can see me doing. Just watch out what I'm doing in case you don't understand. So I'm going to measure it, whatever you have there. Because my machine does not do gather, I'm just going to use my needle. I'm going to use my needle to do the gather. I will sew it, then expand it, make sure it tallies with the measurement I have at the under bust. So I'm just going to measure it. If it's up to 13, a bit 12 that I have. So when I measure it, if it's not up to, I will still expand it, like release it. Okay, so I'm just going to check it. So now that it tally with what I have at the under bust, I'm going to be doing the same thing for the other side of the under bust. So I will take it to my sewing machine. Please watch out how I'm going to be doing this. Please pay attention to this. Just like as you can see me doing, I will add it. Sorry guys that this place was not really showing. What I did is that I pinned it first to the under bust, then I took it to my sewing machine to sew it. I pinned it first, as you can see. I used my office pin to pin it down before I sew it. And if you watch, I'm not going to be sewing it from the beginning. I'm going to be leaving some space. You can see the space at the top. I'm going to be leaving some space to join it to the lining. So I'm going to be doing the same thing for the two. I went ahead to sew it. Okay, this is how it look like. I've gone ahead to sew it together. This is how it's going to look like. So before you sew it, make sure you pin it in case there is any error. You'll be able to correct it. Now as you can see, you're going to see the allowance I left at the upper part. If you see, I did not start from the beginning. I don't know if you guys are getting it. I did not start sewing this from the beginning. So it is time for me to sew my lining to the main fabric. Just watch out what I'm about to do in this place. I'm going to go ahead to pin the cup of the lining to the cup of the main fabric. Just watch it. Just watch what I'm doing. Pay attention to see how I'm doing this. Make sure it is accurate. I'm going to pin it down before I take it to my sewing machine. It's going to be a little bit difficult, but just exercise patience and do it. So if you can do it, you will win. This is just to make sure it is very neat. It's not that really difficult if you can really pay attention to it. So I'll go ahead to pin it down. So if you notice, you're going to see that I bent down the cup, which is the white part, that is the upper part of the dress. I bent it down. Then that is to the right side or not the wrong side. Then I went ahead to place my lining just like this, as you see me doing. Right side facing right side. The right side of the lining must be facing the right side of the fabric. So I'll go ahead to use my pin to pin it down. So make sure you do same. I'm going to be pinning it down. Watch out what I'm doing. It's not going to be easy though, but just try as much as possible to exercise patience. Can you see how I pinned this down? So I'm just going to be pinning one side first, then I'll take it to my sewing machine to sew it. And you're going to see that the lining is a little bit longer than the fabric. Don't forget about that. If it's a little bit longer, then just cut it out once you are done. So first of all, before I sew it, this is how it's going to look like if I turn it. So it's kind of a little bit, you know, it's kind of squeezed because of this thing that is on it. pin. So once I'm done sewing it, you guys will see how it look like. So I will take it to my sewing machine now and sew it, and I'm going to be doing same for the other side, but I'm going to show you how I'm going to be doing same for the other side. So I've gone ahead to sew it. Now it's time to do the other side. You're still going to be repeating the same thing. Push the white, there's the upper part of the dress, push it inside. Make sure you are not joining it with the lining, so that once you're done sewing it, you don't end up sewing the upper part to the dress. Use your hand to push it inside. Just push it inside and start joining it. Okay, check it first before you take it to your sewing machine, so that in case there is any error, you can correct it. It's very easy. Just push in the fabric and pin the lining to the main fabric straight to the armhole. So can you get it? I will take it to my sewing machine now and sew it, as you can see. So for the cleavage, I'm going to join it together. I'm just going to sew it, match it down. If you notice, I did not match it down before, so I will match it down. Once I'm done, I'm just going to open it and show you guys how it looks like. This is how it look like. Okay, this is how it look like. Very beautiful and neat. Forget about that side that is squeeze. It can just end up like that, but that is how it look like. Very beautiful. This is how the this is how it is. So once I'm done doing this, the next thing I'm going to be doing is to start joining the back. I'm going to be doing same for the back. I will place the right side of the upper part and the right side of the down part. I will join it together, then sew it down. I will join it together. After sewing it down, I want to place the lining. Do you notice what I did? Let me revise it back so that you guys will understand. Let me explain back. For the back, I went ahead to join the upper part to the down part of the dress, right side facing right side. Okay, so once I was done sewing it together, I'll go ahead to introduce the lining and place it. Can you see how it look like? Then take it, I will bend it back. I'll go ahead to sew it from the, I will join the up together, join the side together, the two sides. So I'm just going to take it to my sewing machine and join it. So once I was done joining it, I'll go ahead to turn it out, as you can see me doing. This is how it look like. This is it. Okay, so I will take it to my ironing and iron it out. So you guys, I will iron out the zip as well. This part is going to be serving as the zip. So you see how beautiful, neatful this is. So I will join the down part together, and I'm going to be doing same for the other side, as you can see me doing. So this is how it look like. I'm just going to go ahead to fold in the zipper part of this back. Then once I was done doing that, I will iron it. This is the front. So right now I'm just going to go ahead to join the sides together. I'm just going to sew it. I added 1.5 inch sewing allowance, if you guys can still remember. So I'm going to be removing 1 inch. I'm going to be sewing it with 1 inch because I use half to turn each of these pieces. Okay, so right now I'm going to be cutting the flared at the down. So I'm already done with the back and the front. So the length I'm going to be using is going to be 10. So 1/2 inch to join it to the upper part, 1/2 inch to join to fold it down. It's going to be remaining nice. So I'm going to be using 10, okay, for the length. This is 2 yards. I went ahead to fold the 2 yards together. I went ahead, so I'm going to be cutting 2 pieces each, and I'm going to join it together. Is enough for me. And so I'm just going to go ahead to fold it down. Once I was done folding it down, I went ahead to join it to the down, as you can see. So I'm done joining it. This is how it look like, and this is so beautiful. What I did is that I just went ahead to print it on it. So as you can see, I went ahead to sew the zip on it. This is how it look like. This is the zip, this is the down, as you can see. And I'm just going ahead to zip it so that you guys see how it really look like at the back. So this is how it look like at the back. Very beautiful. Okay, this is so beautiful. I went ahead to sew the hand to it as well. I already showed you guys how to cut the hand on the other video, so I will advise you go watch it out and join the hands together. So this is the dress. Thank you guys for watching, and please do it to subscribe if you end up enjoying this video, and turn up post notification if you want to see more videos like this. And as well, I'm going to be leaving my Facebook link at the comment section and also the description section. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook to watch more videos like this on Facebook, because I'm going to be uploading sewing tutorials more on Facebook. So see you guys on my next video. Bye.